Well, hi there, this is the BT. And alright, it's time for another En Tuk micro showcase. And today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be having a look at the Archvile. This being at Redux, you know that means that it's the updated sprites, but this is a peculiar situation. Because the Archvile, the first time that I showed you, he already had custom sprites. In fact, that was the first monsters, if I remember correctly, where I announced that we were going to be moving away from the standard Doom style of sprites and instead going for a more custom sprites for the monsters so that they look so much closer to their Doom Eternal counterparts. So then what am I gonna show? Well, the update to the sprites, because indeed this has evolved from that video. Now I would invite you to real quick check the previous video if you don't remember what it used to look like in the last showcase. And if you've already done that, then let's have a look at the new version of these sprites. Oh, and there it is, the bad and menacing Archvile. Now, of course, there was much more work put into this in order to add a detail into it and make it still look like it's a sprite rather than just a 3D model rip. And I want to mention real quick that you might think he doesn't look very tall, but compare the size of that dude to the size of this guy that is not wanting to come after me. Compare the sizes. This guy is the size of the Doom player, that's the size of the Archvile. So you can see he's definitely taller. But as I mentioned in the video for the Revenant, there's basically gonna be two versions of some of the monsters, where one is the size that is going to be making sense for regular Doom maps, where this replaces a regular Archvile. Because in case you don't know, an Archvile in the game, in the original Doom, the sprite looks taller, but the actual size of the Archvile, I believe, is 56 unit tall, which is the same as the Doom guy, or maybe he's 64 unit tall, but he's not very tall. So that's why I have to make a monster version where when he replaces it in the regular Doom maps, it doesn't look absolutely out of place, and the hitbox still sort of matches. And then there's gonna be the mapper version that it's gonna be taller and all of that. So how about we look at the actual monster now? Well, I mean the behavior. The thing about this is I want to mention that the shield attack, he's not gonna be summoning monsters at the moment, because my objective is not to show you the summoning mechanic that has been already shown, and it's still being tweaked to some particular extra scenarios that we figured out. So yeah, there's no summoning of monsters right now, but you remember, he summons monsters, they're buffed, and all of that good stuff. What I wanted to show instead, because I didn't want to focus just on the summon monster fighting them, I want to see the Archvile, is the fact that the animations were further improved compared to that of what I showed on the other showcase. Now you will see that, for example, in the previous version of this attack, when he raises both arms, it was basically a one sprite animation. There was not really an animation. He went from standing still to hands all the way up. While over here you will notice that he does actually raises his hands. Well, that's not the attack that I wanted to show, but it kind of works the same to show that there's now stages to some of these attacks. And actually, let's try to remove the shield so that you can see it with more attention. Also, the fact that he swings now both arms for this. Well, first one arm, then the other one, you know, all of that good stuff. So over here, for example, you will notice that he has several stages for this animation, with the position of the arms changing precisely to tell you how close he is to actually summoning the monsters. Where the hands are low, it means he's just starting, middle hands halfway there, upper hands is about to finish, and then when he does the swipe down, it means the monsters are officially summoned. So yeah, it's a small changes, well, sort of small. The reality that this required obviously so many more sprites to work on, and as I keep saying, Abyss Walker is doing a fantastic job with these sprites. He definitely has put a lot of work, so that kind of makes me, I don't know, it kind of baffles me a little bit when people say like, oh, this looks super choppy. I don't understand if people are expecting to look at really hyper smooth animation. Maybe somebody will do that at the moment. As it is, the sprites as they are in the mod, as I've been showing them, I am really happy with them, and the team is really happy with them. So yeah, that's how it's staying. So there you go. As far as the rest of the behavior of this guy, you know how it works. Basically, if you try to get too close to him, he would rather teleport away. I mean, sometimes, once he finishes the summon, he stays there in place for a second. So that's why he wasn't moving. But if you're getting close to him, he would rather run away than anything else. I mean, if he already started an attack, he is gonna continue the attack. As usual, you can destroy the shield and damage him further, or just move away from the shield and damage him further to cancel the summoning. And if you're too far away from him, he will try to get close to you. Same thing as if you disappear from his field of view. Like there's a thing in between us, well, he teleports just so that we have a line of sight. And again, like I said, if you get too far, he will also try to get closer because he doesn't like to just be attacking from miles away. So yeah, that is basically the Archvile. Still a pain in the ass. Again, I just didn't want to focus on this video on the summon of the monsters because that is not the objective. And by the way, if you didn't know, if you saw that there was no animation, it's because I was cheating there on the shotgun to get the ammunition. But yeah, that is the Archvile. Definitely loving the look of these sprites. I think Abyss Walker is really killing it with the sprites. And all I can say at the moment also in regards to sprites is that there may or may not be a weapon showcase coming soon. Just saying, you know, that's all I can say for the time being. But yeah, that's it for this video. As usual, I'll take the opportunity to invite you to check my secondary channel, DBT's Vrooms, where I post basically any and everything related to racing games, which I play a lot. So if you like all of that, why don't you visit the channel? But that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thank you for your patience. Like I said, I was gonna start posting a bit videos a bit more often because I do have a bit of a backlog on things that I was not able to record while I was sick. So yeah, expect another showcase next week. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye bye.